Lovely to have you on the show. Winston, you celebrated your first wedding anniversary. Congratulations. Tell us about falling in love with each other. Where'd you first meet?
Hey C fam, and welcome back to another video. I'm Mayfair.
And I'm Winston.
And we are
the Clements. Groovy indeed. Let's do it.
Guys, this is gonna be a much needed kind of just update, sit down talking to you guys.
Long overdue.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't just like sat down together and just had a chat in a while. So, you know, y'all's a family, so grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee. You know, you have those like family chats where like you're all living in the same house, but one's at college, one's been working loads, one's been doing that, so you don't really get a chance to really talk.
Yeah,
and then
it's one of those.
Exactly, and then mum makes dinner and you're all like sat at the table with your cup of tea or whatever it is. So that's what's going on right now. We're updating you guys. So see fam, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee.
When was the last time we did a live update? It's been
a while. Like just to update you guys on stuff. Yeah. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot has happened. I mean, obviously there's the baby stuff which we've kind of been documenting, but then there's been other bits as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna try and speak on that today.
Yes. So we wrote down like a couple of points, but it'll be pretty chatty as well.
Yep.
The first thing that you guys will be wanting to know about is how is baby doing? How's the baby doing? Yeah. Should I give them a bump date?
Oh, yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you guys the bump.
This is like a proper...
I'm gonna have to go on my tiptoes. Camera so
proper
high.
bump, as you can see.
Proper bump.
Baby has been... it's been busy growing.
Baby's been busy growing. We're nearly at 6 months, which is just... Whew. I got tired from standing up and sitting down.
So I can't lie down.
I needed that.
Just give us a moment.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, baby's been growing and kicking mummy loads. So yeah, baby is good and happy inside the womb.
Even I felt the kicks for the first time recently, which was really cool. Because I think I was getting a little piece jealous because you kept saying, I can feel all these kicks. It's so magical, so amazing.
Let me know, guys, if you're the same as well. Like, fellas, like, are you like, oh, like I wish I could feel... Because I think I felt the kicks probably like a month before, if not more than that, before you could actually feel them. And it's really special now that you can actually feel them too.
Yeah, it was a proper...
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
A little kick.
No
Mayfield
trouble.
actually felt them as well, my twin sister, when she was here. So that was really cool too. So, yeah.
So baby's growing.
Baby's growing.
I guess we're getting into a bit of prep mode as well.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like with pregnancy and, you know, preparing for a baby, it can all be very overwhelming. So I think you kind of just have to take it in phases.
Yeah.
First trimester was almost just getting used to being pregnant and me kind of getting used to basically being able to do less around the house and you know how we would kind of manage with that. And now we're in the second trimester. I think half of it was like getting used to, you know, our midwife and all of those appointments, and then now we're starting to think more about kind of like physical preparation throughout. I think spiritual preparation is so important as well, and mental preparation. I think you kind of have to do that throughout, but now we're really starting to try and think about those,
just the practicalities of having another human being in this house.
Exactly. So a lot of people actually, not a lot of people, but a few people asked, like, are you guys going to be moving when baby gets here with a small space, I think you guys know that we've got plans to move to the US later. That is kind of a little bit later. We've got the visa and everything, but with the timing, we didn't actually expect to have a baby before moving abroad, but it turned out to be a blessing because having that family support, it's going to be amazing. Yeah. So
I think with the move to the US, I guess it's looking more like it's in our 1 year plan versus it being in our sort of 6 month plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And with the house, we do have like a beautiful apartment. here in London. It is like smaller than the place we were at before, but it completely works for us because we'd want baby to be in our room anyway for the first kind of 6 months. So no, we don't have any plans like to move whilst we're here. We really love our place. It's just so cozy, and I think we've done a lot of work.
Yeah, I think that's what makes this place special, because it is ours. It's not a rented property.
Yeah.
So we've been able to kind of just really make it our own.
Yeah,
so,
customize it.
Yeah, there's, previous videos where you did the
bedroom. If you guys have seen how the room looked before.
Yeah, so it's like a massive before and after change there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just feels like the energy is right. Like your mom came over.
Yeah.
And she just said she felt really, really good.
Natural peace in the house, which you cannot explain when you are there. You just feel so peaceful. I'm not saying this because of you bloggers, but I'm just saying it for true. I felt so peaceful in being in your environment. You know, there was just so much peace. Some people, like when you go there, you feel a bit uneasy or something like that, but there's so much peace that surrounds you, and so much love of God which surrounds your house and the environment. There's a certain spirit of peace that surrounds you, my children. So it's been such a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to spend just more days with you. But it's so peaceful to be with you. I'm just enjoying these moments. It's like good moments. Yeah.
Plenty more days to come with the baby.
Yes.
Yeah, that's literally like our goal. Obviously, like I love decor, but I think the biggest thing is like people walk in here and just feel like they can just forget their worries at the door. I bought some like a console table and like some slippers as well for people when they come over to just, you know, kick your feet off, relax, grab a cup of tea.
Yeah, actually on that, maybe we'll do an updated tour, because there's been a lot of things that you've done.
Yeah.
So let us know if you want to see the updated. You've seen the bedroom, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll show you the rest of the house, because there's bits that are happening there as well.
Definitely, yeah, especially as we start to get stuff for the baby. So yeah, baby's doing good. We're also going to start antenatal classes soon as well, which I think will be really good, because I had someone recommend it, because I think with, you know, your midwife or doctors or OBGYN, like whoever's kind of like providing your care throughout your pregnancy, that's fantastic, but sometimes it's good to get that holistic view. Whereas what I found during pregnancy, even my midwife, she's amazing, but a lot of it focuses on birth and, you know, your health during the birth and baby's health. But antenatal classes are really a chance to think about after birth, things like breastfeeding. You do have stuff like on labour, like how, you know, you can support me and what I can do as well during labour. But I like that it kind of talks about things like, you know, sleeping for babies, what we need to watch out for that, feeding, all of that. So really excited to do that.
And I think it's the community as well, that hopefully you get to meet some cool people, cool parents to be.
Yes.
Or people who are already parents, because we don't actually know that many.
No.
So I think you're one of the first out of your girls.
Yeah, I'm one of the first of my girlfriends to
even be married.
to be married and then to be having a baby. So.
Yeah, and yeah, I think the couple of friends and family who I know that have babies, well, they're not really babies, they're kind of a bit bigger, so they're further along. And I think, actually, maybe the parents can let us know, but I feel like when you have a kid and they get to a certain age, you kind of forget a little bit about how it was when they were like a tiny little baby. So it just feels good to be potentially connecting with people who are going through it at the same stage, at the same time. Yeah,
agreed. Next thing, you want to tell them about the next little update?
What was happening? So this is kind of exciting, and you know, we're inching ever closer to that massive milestone. So I remember when we first actually mentioned, you know, that we wanted to hit 100k subscribers on this channel. I think it was in one of our early videos.
Subscribers are the easiest way to kind of gain visibility, and we want that. I think our goal this year is honestly to hit 100k subscribers. Like we think we can do that.
But it just felt like such a far-fetched thing, because we'd only been doing YouTube for, you know, I think a couple of months at that stage.
Yeah.
I think maybe we had like 10,000 subscribers or something.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, you know, it'd be great if we could get to 100K this year. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we believed it, but now that we're like so close, it
So
just kind of feels
close.
like,
Is
wow,
this actually
this
happening?
actually manifested, this actually happened.
Yeah,
And-
it's so crazy. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
we literally started consistently posting on YouTube in January, so like less than
Yes,
a year.
under a year. So
Yeah.
that's crazy growth.
And I personally, like, it was Winston who was like, he's like that's one thing I really admire about my husband, is like, we could be at one place and he's just got this ability to speak about like the next place that's coming with such like faith and boldness that I can't doubt it. Because I was like, yeah, you know, we'll do YouTube, like, it'd be really good to document our lives, kind of like address the misconceptions, stigma.
Yeah.
But I'm like 100K. Some people don't even hit 100K. Like, you could be doing YouTube consistently and some channels just don't get to 100K or beyond, because it's
Yeah.
a massive milestone. But Winston from the get was like, we're just going to stick to doing our one video a week, you know, 2 videos a week when we brought it up, and we're going to get to 100K.
Yeah, I think it just felt good for me from the beginning, and I think it just felt like this was going to be more than just a, you know, another couple
Yeah.
talking about, you know, their life on YouTube. And hopefully that's what's resonating with a lot of people, and
Yeah.
hopefully also showing a different view of marriage. Obviously interabled, but also spiritual as well, because our faith is,
Massive part
you know,
of who
it's
we
a
are.
massive part of who we are. And I feel like, as they say, your vibe attracts your tribe. And so, you know, a lot of the people that follow us have faith as a central value to them as well. So
Agreed.
yeah, so I think that's been magic to see.
It's been amazing. So, yeah, we're about to hit that milestone. I don't know if we'd have hit it by the time this video comes out. Either we'll be incredibly close, or we will have just hit it, which will be amazing. But we have something incredible planned for you guys when we hit 100K. So again, like, if you haven't subscribed, like, I think, again, I said this in another video, I always forget to say subscribe, because, you know, we want people who are our tribe to subscribe, and we really don't push people to subscribe just so we can hit a milestone. But at the same time, this milestone will open up new doors for us to provide new things for you guys. So if you are a fan of our content, if you are a fan of our videos, if you resonate with what we do, now is an amazing time to subscribe and help us to get to that goal. And I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed by our 100K announcement.
Especially to the silent watchers. There's a lot of silent watchers.
We see y'all on the analytics, and it's like, we still love you. You're still welcome here, but you know,
Yeah, feel free to just do that.
yeah, if you want to show
Click it.
some love, like, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, now's a good time.
That was a perfect
That'll be a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
that's what's up. So that's more like a watch this space
yeah, kind of thing.
kind of thing.
But when we hit that milestone, there's going to be some new things. Like, you guys know, at every stage we've always aimed to up level. We started recording on our iPhone. Like, if you
Yeah.
go back to like our first
Few videos,
kind of like
yeah.
couple dozen videos, they were recorded on my iPhone.
Audio was a bit sketchy
There
sometimes.
was some where the audio wasn't it, and then even the editing, I would do the editing, and then
Yeah.
we just keep upgrading. Like, got the camera, now we've got our amazing video editor Jamal. Shout out Jamal. So yeah, that's our plan, even as we hit 100K. So yeah, I guess the final thing to update you on is what we've kind of been up to. I know our kind of consistency has been a little bit sketchy at times, so thank you guys for holding out with us, but we've been really busy with media opportunities, which is like a massive blessing to be able to take our story further. I know a lot of people ask, oh, why? Because, you know, people on the internet can be so crude, but honestly, for us, the bigger mission is normalizing interracial relationships and making sure, you know, people who are differently abled all over have representation. So we will do whatever we need to do to ensure that there's another interabled couple or another person with a disability out there who has a picture of what it looks like to live a life that, you know, is happy and be in a relationship that is fulfilling. So we've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, doing a lot of that. And actually, interestingly, a lot of the media opportunities that have come through have been international.
Yes.
So,
That's really cool.
yeah, so pretty cool. I think we've had stuff through from the US, Australia, and just different publications like Facebook features, etc.
Yeah, Good Morning America was a while ago.
Yeah.
Megan Good reposted
Oh yeah,
one
Megan
of our
Good.
articles recently.
Yeah, just Megan
casually.
Good. Yeah.
So we've been kind of busy doing that, but
Yeah.
you know, we don't kind of regret it. It's all part of taking the mission further. And in case you haven't seen it, I think we're gonna round up this video with leaving you guys with one of our favorite interviews that we did, which was on the
This
Today
was
Show.
on the Today Show in Australia. So for those of you in that part of the world, you'll be very familiar with this show.
Yeah.
It's a national show every morning. It's a breakfast show.
Yeah, we were on the morning show.
On the morning show, 9 a.m. So that was really cool. And we actually got a lot of good messages, really positive messages.
So many beautiful messages.
From our people in Australia. So it's good to hear that the CFAB has made its way all the way
Across
down
the
under.
borders.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're going to leave it there and kind of play that video. Enjoy it, because we certainly enjoyed sharing
It was so much
on
fun.
that platform. So until next time.
I see, fam.
Now, this morning we want you to meet the Clements. Just like any other newlyweds, Winston and Mayfair are madly in love and trying their best to navigate their way through this new life together. However, they also have to fight against ignorance and trolls.
After tying the knot last year, the couple created a YouTube channel with one goal in mind: to normalise interabled relationships. And now, 1 year and almost 100,000 subscribers later, Winston and Mayfair join us to share their fight for inclusion. Good morning to both of you, the newlyweds.
Morning.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good, it's lovely to have you on the show. Winston, you celebrated your first wedding anniversary. Congratulations. Tell us about falling in love with each other. Where'd you first meet?
So we actually met at a personal development event because Mayfair's a life coach, I'm a speaker, and so we attended this networking event, but we actually didn't get to speak on that day.
No.
So we actually managed to connect afterwards because we were tagged on a Facebook post,
Yeah.
and then we kind of got to know each other as friends initially, and then business partners, and then got married.
Yeah. So
Pretty soon.
unfortunately, it wasn't the kind of romantic love at first sight. It was definitely a slow burner, friends, business partners, and then eventually I got Winston to profess his love.
And how did you do that?
How did you do? Should I let you? So Winston, I call it flanter, like flirty banter. He kept kind of like making these jokes, and I'm very I'm kind of direct. So I was like, "Hey, Winston, like you're making like all of these jokes. Like, what's the deal?" And he had planned to take me out to dinner, but me being as impatient as I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is killing me," because I had started falling for him too. So I was like, "Oh, just tell me what the deal is." So it was over literally a 14-hour conversation. We just hashed everything out, and then we were like, "Yeah, this might be love."
I think
do it.
Australia needs to adopt the term flanter immediately. That's the...
It's trending. It's
right?
already trending. Yeah. Hey, since meeting each other and falling in love, the two of you, I suppose, have made it your goal to normalise interabled relationships. Can I ask what are some of the most common misconceptions that you come across?
Yeah, oh gosh, I'd say the top one is around our intimacy.
Yeah.
So because we are an interable couple, I think there's a lot of assumptions out there that people with a disability cannot, enjoy a normal intimate life, not have children,
Yeah.
and those kind of things. So we get a lot of comments of that nature as well.
Yeah.
And then you get some as well, right?
Yeah, I think for me, it kind of mainly stems around the assumption that I have ulterior motives. I've had a lot that, I must be a gold digger, which still haven't found this pot of gold.
Keep looking.
It's coming.
I know, but yeah, that's the thing. Around intimacy and
Very funny.
my motives and yeah.
So you've got this YouTube channel now, which is attracting millions of views. You've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. What do you hope, Mayfair, that people are going to take away from these videos?
Yeah. So I think, kind of like was mentioned in the beginning, our biggest hope is just to normalize interabled relationships, but also really dignify every human experience and just speak the message that, you know, every relationship is valid, you know, every marriage is valid, whatever that looks like. So really, like, it is to normalize and to kind of like let people, you know, be in love, have that experience without having to deal with all of the other stuff that we've kind of had to overcome.
Your love and your relationship is the most precious thing in your life. So how do you handle it when you do receive negative comments? And I know that you have been on the receiving end of some level of trolling as well. How do you cope with that together as a partnership?
Yeah, and to be honest, I think it's never easy, you know, to see a comment that's negative. So recently, one of the things that we announced is that we are expecting our first child together. So
That's awesome! Congratulations!
Beautiful news.
Exactly, and that's exactly the reaction we were expecting as well from the internet. But actually, there were a few people who even took that opportunity to send us negative messages. And I think where we've got to now is, you know, as opposed to responding to individual comments, individual negativities, we use that as an opportunity to create content and to raise awareness around, you know, those areas, those topics, such as intimacy within interabled couples, which have maybe been a little bit taboo up to now.
Yeah.
So when's the baby due, you guys?
The baby's due in January, so it'll be a winter baby.
Okay,
Well,
so Capricorn.
As someone who had 2 summer babies, that's quite a good thing.
I've also got 2 summer babies too. That's good.
That's just such wonderful news. We're so thrilled for you. We hope that you're enjoying pregnancy, that it has been fairly kind to you so far. And we can't wait to hear the happy news in January. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us this morning.
Thank you, guys.
Wish you all the very best.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, guys. And to keep up to date with the couple, you can subscribe to their YouTube channel, The Clements, or you can give them a follow on Instagram at @theclements_.
I now want to see the baby.
I can't wait.
Can we get them back when the baby? Can they come back when the baby comes?
That's a yes.
Yes,
yes. There's a voice in my head.
Oh,
that said
good.
yes, I'll
Great.
be back when the baby arrives.